Jujutsu Kaisen has taken the anime world by storm, captivating audiences with intense battles, unique storylines, and of course, its diverse cast of characters. While the series has gained praise for many aspects, today we'll be focusing on something that's a little bit different. So let me explain. Let me start by saying that I am not sus. At all.
I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he.
I am if David Goggins was a Saiyan. I don't even bend when picking stuff up because that's weirdly sus. I just developed levitating powers to pick them up. You'll never catch me lacking. Okay? Cool. Let's continue. As a man who watches a lot of anime, seeing very muscular men is something I am used to, especially in shonen. And it's not just muscular men, but men who like ripping their clothes off, like Baki, where ripping clothes off and fighting naked seems to be mandatory in basically every fight. Baki is so weird that it actually needs its own video. But let's move forward. In every anime show, you'll find like one or two dudes and you'll be like, okay, I see what the mangaka is trying to do. Kakashi. Kakashi in Boruto looks like he didn't age a day, while Naruto looks like he went to the same doctor as Simon Cowell. That's when I realized that the mangaka actually wanted us to fuck Kakashi. Seeing this sexy nigga usually isn't distracting because the attractiveness has nothing to do with the plot or the characters themselves. But Jujutsu Kaisen takes the script and turns it upside down because every main character feels like they have sexy genes. Lookmaxing seems to be the chakra system in Jujutsu Kaisen. Like for example, Gojo can sit here and try to explain his powers, but we all know that it is riz and has nothing to do with maths and physics like Gege tries to lie to us. This man has limitless riz technique. Simple. You know when you're in a social setting like a club or a party and you see one girl that's so bad that no one wants to go near her or even talk to her, that's basically Gojo's powers. I don't want to hear about red, blue, or I don't know, gravitational pulls. His powers are simple. It just tests how sexy you are and compares it to how sexy Gojo is. That's why Jogo has been getting violated from the time the show started. And Nanami was turned into street art by just staring into those overly animated eyes. Why do they have to be so blue with white eyelashes? This is so unnecessary. The MAPPA animators were working overtime to add reason to those eyes. Next, let's talk about Geto. At first, he seemed like an Aizen type of villain, soft-spoken and dangerous, of which in itself would make him quite zesty.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell.
But it got weird in season 2 when we saw him in the Gojo flashbacks, when he had his man bun and that random shot of his full nakedness. He's never felt emo to me, and still doesn't, but the villain arc transition felt reminiscent of a 2006 emo boy. But in a turn of events, I like what Kenjaku is doing with his body, just making him dress like an African mother. Nanami is next on the list. At first I thought he was pretty cool, apart from jumping Mahito. I know we're supposed to support the good guys, but they assaulted this man.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
And I didn't understand the hype behind Nanami until I saw the edits on TikTok. Until season 2, when he started using anabolic steroids and beat the shit out of Haruna. You cannot grab another man like that. You can't. That should be illegal. In Swahili we say, hawezi shika mtu hivo. Hapana, hawezi shika mtu hivo. You don't need to understand the language to understand what I'm saying. This scene is top 3 most sus things I've ever seen in anime. Imagine if someone found you watching it, like your parents or even worse, your friends. I know Choso also falls in this list for some people, but I'm not going to talk about him because he uses blood and that's fucking weird. Imagine it in real life. The amounts of blood, the weird metal scent that comes from blood. So I'm not going to, And I'm going to finish this list with Toji. I know this doesn't make sense to people who don't have any context, but Toji is basically if child support was a person. He's a type of nigga who attracts women because he just treats them badly and doesn't pay for shit. He lives in their houses rent-free, blows their back out, just nuts in them and dips. Toji should be walking around with a bottle of milk. We would still think the same of him, even if Gege didn't give us any context and prove us right by showing us that that's what he did to Megumi. This is how I view Toji in my head, with girls in the background screaming, I can change him, I can change him, I can change him. Don't give the irresponsible father fire fit. My guy, you should be in a suit, in court, in Judge Judy's court, for defaulting child support and custody battles. Unfortunately, this is a thing that makes him an interesting character, and I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, now I am done ranting. I thought that it would help me change my mind, but it hasn't worked at all. I don't know where I was going with this because I still don't want to see any sexy niggas on my screen, and I have a sneaking suspicion that there'll be more in the coming seasons. I know I'm not the only one, so please validate the claims in this video so that I don't look sus. Like and subscribe for more content. I might do a video talking about the other sus motherfuckers in different shows. Peace.